got a wild one for you this week.
That's right. It's just the two of us here in the Sloppy Seconds studio, and we're listening to voicemails. We are taking mini cat naps, and we're feeling estrogen in our earrings.
Hell yeah! Oh yeah, I'm wearing an earring. Let me
That's
show you.
right.
This is an old Naomi Smalls earring. This is how she gave it to me. Thoughts?
Drag can be messy.
And it should be.
You look great, gal. Enjoy the show.
You look great.
Love you, Dad.
Oh.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with a sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspod@gmail.com. Now on with the show. Hi, you sloppy, you stupid little you not so you dirty little you stupid little Welcome to Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper and Meatball. Meatball, and that's Big Dipper. Do you legally have to wear your glasses to drive?
Yeah.
Now, how would they know? Like, I know that they could look at you and be like, you're not wearing glasses. But I could be like, I'm wearing contacts. I'm wearing corrective lenses. You just can't see them because they're in my eye.
Theoretically, yeah. I mean, the only place it's listed is on your driver's license. So if you gave them your driver's license, then...
When they pull you over, that's often what you have to give them.
Yeah, and then they would see, oh, you're supposed to have corrective lenses. This is you. You're a cop. This is what you dress to be a cop.
I'm like, ooh, baby. I'm the fashion police.
Well, you'd be arresting yourself.
I gotta turn myself in.
She's
now,
she's like, punch up.
What does your... That was a good one. What does your driver's license photo look like? Hair, obviously, since you're recent to bald. But what does it look like? Because mine has no eyebrows, and every time they look at it at the airport, they give me that. They go,
why did you take your photo without eyebrows?
Because at the time, I was living without eyebrows. I was a drag queen. It's not like the day of, I said,
LWE,
let me do something
LWE.
weird.
LWOE?
What's LWE?
Living without eyebrows.
Which there's a turning point in a drag queen's life when they decide, hi, everyone, we don't have a guest today.
It's just us here in the stude, hanging, chilling. Hi, everyone, to figure out you're a Girl Scout. You look lovely. Wait, no eyebrows because what? You were living downtown. You were so close to the gig. You were sewing all the time. Drag was your everything, and you were single?
No, because I feel like I could probably, once you're in a relationship, it's easier to shave them off than it is to try to get a relationship in.
Not if you've got a partner who nags you every day to grow those eyebrows
back. Get them eyebrows back out.
Babe.
No, but there's
eyebrows.
a point. There's a point in every
you're getting in my bed, I need eyebrows.
Where they get to a point in their makeup where they're like, I think I can handle an eyebrow cover now.
Right.
But for me, and I still think to this day, I looked better and I was better at makeup without them. It's just so much easier and smoother, and you can like blend better.
So
There's
you're
no texture.
equating like the workstation to your effort?
I'm saying that the longer
you were better at makeup when there weren't eyebrows?
I was better. Yeah. Well, I'm the same level of good at makeup. If I didn't have eyebrows, my makeup would be it would be smoother and blended easier.
But explain, because you didn't paint any eyebrows on.
Oh, I'm talking about actual eyebrows.
Right, which are where your eye shadow goes.
Yeah, my eyebrows are here.
Where you put the glitter on.
Well, yeah, and then the thing.
But you used to wear those wear eyebrow wigs.
Wigs, mama. Glued them on.
Face wigs.
Face wigs. And they were pretty realistic.
Would you ever wear like a mustache? Or would you ever draw a mustache on?
I wouldn't draw it on. I feel like if I were to ever do facial hair again, if I were to ever try that again.
When did you do it?
Remember I came in here and it was black and green and it was like blended and it was like a mess.
You really sold yourself a fantasy that day. You came in here and I was like, oh.
I thought
oh.
I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna serve Lucy Stool. Like, how hard could it be to just draw on a beard and do a eye? And by the time I left the house, I was like, I'm too deep in to not just look like
You should have just got a paper bag. You should have just got a little
There are
mask.
so many days when I start the makeup for this and I go, it would be better to just not come in makeup.
Yeah.
It would be easier.
Just throw a good old cat mascot hat on and call it a day. Now, would you, I guess, okay, can you clock daywalkers?
Tell time now.
Daywalkers who are doing that kind of thing, because I know also during that time, if you felt like, oh, today I want to have eyebrows, you would either wear the eyebrow wig or you draw them on. And I know when we interviewed like Layla McQueen, she's like, oh yeah, I do boy brow, I do boy bead, I do boy embellishment. Can you
gender affirming?
Yes, gender affirming embellishment, like the Sephora managers of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you clock? We're going to the strip club.
You can always clock.
We're going to the strip club this week
on Thursday. Yes.
And I have a feeling
I'm gonna. And you know what? He knows who he is. Well, actually, he doesn't because I've never made contact with him.
You know who he is.
I know who he is, and I'm gonna send him a message and be like, "Hey, are you working this Thursday?" Because if he's not there, I don't think it's really worth it.
Okay, we have to go early. I do know
where he is working tonight, and we can't go.
I have to go early. We have to go early to get a seat. Because if you go too late, you get stuck in the back and you can't.
I'm fine sitting there and buying a bucket of beer.
Yeah, we just have to go early to get the seat. I remember the first time I was on a music video set, and someone got their abs contoured.
Oh, I love that.
In the makeup chair.
I did a Brad Hammer production, and all of them were getting their.
They line up, and someone's going.
I think that's great. It's gender affirming. It makes you feel good.
Makes you feel good.
Sometimes it looks bad. Sometimes you can really clock it if they don't do like the highlight right on it. And you can see it. Yeah, it's fun.
Looks like a G.I. Joe doll. Did you know that Bed Bath & Beyond is going into bankruptcy and is closing? And you have to use all of your coupons are no longer valid. And you have to use your gift certificates by May 8th.
I thought Bed Bath & Beyond took every coupon no matter what, even if it was expired. That's their whole
They are bankrupt. The entire business is closing.
Now,
my sister got me a Christmas gift card of $250. I have to go use it.
Go get some new sheets.
I'm gonna get
some nice
bath
sheets.
mats, towels
for
sheets.
Drain your nut. You could maybe buy some new rubber sheets.
They don't sell rubber sheets.
You used your own all-form sofa to on, and then you said we put sheets on it. Like that's gonna here's my thing about a sheet.
You know, I go to the sex club and like get on my knees at the sex club and like suck whatever that's around.
Yes, but now you're making everybody who comes and sits on that sofa at your house complicit.
No one comes to my house.
And your perversions.
Who comes to my house?
And your sexual group perversions.
Like, can I just...
And now anytime I go to No, because this reminds me of a time in college when this girl came to my class and just talked about how much she was squirting and shooting and plaping and blapping all over her sofa with this
she
man.
Plurped and blurped?
She plurped and blurped. She was talking about just like so hard all over her sofa and how she was like hot and sweaty and it was a hot New York day, so she on her sofa and then invited me over.
Sorry, this was in school?
Yeah, it was like college and we were talking about what we did that weekend.
In class?
Like when the class was setting up. You're asking the wrong question.
No, I'm not!
This is when the class
I'm actually not asking the wrong questions!
Like we walked into class, you're getting your
the teacher says, what everyone do this weekend.
And she's like, I blurped and squirped and plurped and herped. No, she was okay. We walked into, imagine it.
I'm trying not
We walk into class.
Okay.
You sat down in your bag. You see your friend who's like your class friend.
Hey, Wanda.
Hey, what's going on, Wanda? What's up with your muss, Wanda? And she gives you a full rundown of what she did that weekend because Wanda likes to overshare. And her name was actually Jessica.
And Jessica,
she was hilarious because she was the first person I ever met who sang like sentences.
Was she was it a session?
No, it was with a guy that she had met. And then they got back to her house, but because the way her apartment was set up, her room was too hot to because it was in New York. So the living room was the only room with the air conditioner. So they in the living room.
And you were in New York? Did you ever, you lived there?
I used to live there on the Lower East Side. So she was telling me that story. She and blurped all over her sofa and then invited me over, made me a meatloaf, like undercooked meatloaf, and said, let's have dinner at my house, sit on the couch. And I took some blankets and like laid them out to sit on the sofa because I didn't want to sit in her. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I'm sorry it took so long to get there.
There were sheets on my sofa.
But
at
what
the
I'm
sex
saying
party.
about a sheet is, unless there's like a waterproof tarp or something in between, it's getting the on the sheet, and then that's getting wet and soaking in through to the sofa.
There was no wet spot. No one soaked through. So just don't come over.
I won't. I never do.
No one does.
Good. We'll be right back after this break.
And we're back. I feel weird today.
Because you're bald?
No, I feel like you're asleep.
What do you mean?
I feel like you're dreaming right now.
No. What do you mean?
There's something about our interaction that feels
well for a good
strange.
portion. I don't know what you're talking
today.
Everything has been completely normal for me. What?
All right.
You're the one being weird.
I've never been weird a day in my life.
Okay, slay.
Okay. We've pulled a bunch of voicemails, and I'm excited to share them with you today. Are you excited to hear them?
Okay.
I accidentally called 526-9180, so they're going to be getting my calls soon. I just wanted to say, I heard Fat Slut is coming to Oasis in San Francisco, and if that is the truth, Meatball, I'm formally, this is not me formally asking, but I'm going to be there regardless, and I would like to be part of the cast. Okay, I'm backtracking. This is unprofessional. I'm not going to do this. Never mind. Can't hang up. My screen is broken.
I can't hang up. My screen is broken. That's lovely. I love that.
Now,
is Fat Slut going to be at Oasis on August 4th?
You tell me.
It is.
Oh.
Paperwork is done. Getting a headliner.
Darcy.
We need... Well, I have a headliner. Sorry.
Are you taking submissions? Is this a thing?
Oh, right. I should have auditions because so many people ask to be a part of Fat Slut. And I'm always like, yeah. Just like remember to like send me a video of you performing or something. So
I've been
wanted to be a part of it. Let me know. Let me know where you live. Send me a video of your performance and understand that I like fun, campy stuff.
Keep it upbeat.
And keep it upbeat.
No ballads here.
And if most of your performance is floor work, it's just not going to work for me.
Yeah.
Because then the audience can't see. But I guess at Oasis, it's different because it's like real high up.
And they have a long runway.
And they have the runway down the middle.
Which is cool.
Oh my God. If I fall on that runway,
it's
over for me.
They need to rig up a safety chain. And
so
then
the minute
you can
I
be
fall,
in a harness. In Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
So you're in a harness, and like as you walk, you have to like yank it, and it slides along everywhere you go. So if you trip and fall, you just float.
Like one of those big baby chairs.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if we could rig that at Precinct.
Sounds like a safety
some weird
issue. One thing I wanted to bring up is icon and legend Vivian Forevermore.
Icon and legend.
Former host of Calm Down Queen podcast with Sukasa.
I love Sukasa. Poop Queen.
Friend of the pod.
She invented poop.
Yeah, she sure did. Vivian used to throw a show called Club Something in San Francisco. I also always loved it, like I think in San Francisco and then very much in like
Vivian's hot.
In Europe. Parties were always called like Club This, Club That, like Club Ding Dong or whatever.
Okay.
Doesn't that feel very like retro or chic?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all. Club Something.
Club Something.
And so Club Something was like, I've talked about this so many times, but it was the first time I ever got paid as a performer. I was in San Francisco for another gig, and they heard I was in town and they were like, you can come do a couple numbers and we'll pay you. It was like $50, but I felt really like validated, and they just like treated their performers really nicely. after a while, it was a drag party. Like, it was about the performance. There was a first act and a second act. And
Where was it? The Stud?
It was at the Stud.
Slay.
And it ran for like such a long time. And maybe Club Something as an entity still exists with Daddy Vivian at the helm of it.
Daddy Vivian.
They started something called Try Something. And it was like the hour before Club Something officially started. And it was like an open stage for people to sign up and like attempt drag performances.
Wait.
And it's not a brand new revelation idea that there's like an open stage for baby queens to try stuff out. But
Fat Try. Between the end of Drag RuPaul's Try Fat. Well, I'm just thinking.
Well, don't
try
say
something.
try.
Attempt.
It's like
well, try something.
It's like an appetizer, or you call it baby fat.
Edit this out. That's too good.
But
baby fat.
Baby fat.
From 9 to 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Baby fat.
And it's like
a local girl competition.
It's not even a competition. It's just like
open stage. Sorry,
open
no
stage.
I don't like
it's like 4 queens. And you get to come out and you host it, or you have a co-host for that who like helps. But it harnesses your audience
for evil,
and it can celebrate. And then people who are really good at baby fat can do Fat Slut the following month.
Yeah,
and it probably will get a lot of people to come to your party as performers.
Ooh, baby fat.
I love that.
Do you think I can organize one in 3 weeks?
Yes. I think you like make a graphic, put it out on the internet, and
are you the fattest baby queen? Do you need your shot at the spotlight?
Yeah, or also if you call it baby fat and
how long is Drag Race All Stars? Is it an hour and a half long or is it an hour long? Because that's going to impede on my baby fat show that I've now started.
I'm sure it's an hour and a half
that I've come up with
long.
Completely on my own with no help from anybody else.
You could do like you could do it at 9:45.
9:45 to 10.
10:20.
And then Fat Slut just starts at 10:30.
Yeah.
That is the longest drag show. That would literally be.
You could do it in the front room. Anyways, I feel like Fat Slut in San Francisco is going to be a major hit. A super fun time.
August 4th. By the time this comes out, tickets will be available.
You're asleep.
What do you mean? I think I just look asleep.
Yeah. You know what it is? I think I'm not used to seeing so much hair framing your face. So to me, it looks like
you keep on saying that, and I'm like, I've never been more awake. I just drank a full Monster. August 4th. By the time this comes out, tickets will be available. We will finalize our headliner so I can announce, and I'm excited for it. It's going to be great. I hope that Otter is backstage. Isn't that his name? Do you know Otter?
I don't.
Is that his name? Or is it
I won't be there. Wait, am I coming?
Why? I don't know. Are you?
They said in the voicemail, maybe I'll see you. And then you said, don't assume anything when we talked about this.
Yeah, I just don't know my budget. I know you're expensive.
You raise me up. Why do I keep saying that? Is a Jesus song.
And you know what's crazy is I just got a message from someone asking me if I wanted to go see Josh Groban in the musical in New York. Next call.
What musical?
He's in Sweeney Todd.
Oh.
With Annie Ashford. They're both like maybe 40.
Annie Leibovitz.
She's definitely not 40. Is she the one who touches a bunch of babies?
We're gonna hot for some these nuts.
Wait, play it again.
We're gonna hot for some these nuts.
I'm trying to hear what's in the background and if he's just like watching us and decided to call.
We're gonna hot for some these nuts.
I think it's just other people in the room.
Yeah, D's nuts. Lately?
Yeah, actually.
And?
Okay, so I went to see this man yesterday.
Go on. A man?
He messaged me on Sniffies.
Okay.
And I was like, oh.
What time?
It was like 9 a.m. I was working.
Whoa.
But I like keep the browser up because I like to see what's going on.
And
you know, it's the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, my puper. I got 2 different monitors at the house. I'm Mission Impossible. I'm Minority Report.
Red stringing.
Like,
it goes all the way to the bottom.
Okay, scruff over here. And then I'm keeping all the balls in the air all day. And he was like, you should come suck my dick. I was like, sounds perfect to me. And he was like, great. Come like when the work day's done. I've got work to do. And I'm like, perfect. I'll be done around 4:35. And I was like, he just like didn't seem like a flake at all. I was like, great. So then he goes, here's the address. This is my phone number. Text me when you park. I was like, all of this.
Wow. Must be
great.
a producer as well.
So I drive over there. I park. And I'm like, huh.
Oh, no.
And then he comes out and I look at him and I'm like, okay, yeah, you sent me a photo with like sunglasses on and from this angle. And like it was all him. But it's the thing where people put like the best version.
The ones where you're like, that's not actually what you look like.
That is you.
The camera moved a little quick.
That is you. But it's not how we all perceive you
No.
every day. And then
I need a mirror pic. I just need a pic straight on in the mirror.
Yeah. And like, don't smile.
Year.
Like, look bad so that you're
pleasantly
better
surprised
when someone's like, hey, how are you?
I've told you about the time where I sent someone a series of photos, some of the good, some of the bad, and they went, sometimes you're hot and sometimes you're really ugly.
You never told me.
And I was like, okay, and I'm going to take that and I'm just going to internalize it. Because I didn't hook up with them.
And that's how you started doing drag. You're like, sometimes I'm hot.
And
sometimes I'm really ugly.
I'm also hot.
Oh my God.
What?
That's like that's
sometimes you just got to move on.
You go,
and you just, and it's out of your mind forever. You don't have to think of it. You know what I mean?
Jesus. So, we go to his apartment, and as we're going to the apartment, I'm like, oh boy, I've been here before.
Oh no.
And then we proceed to hook up, and it's going better than I expected.
Because he knows the talent.
And he was like, like it was a sort of like that Z Machine conversation. He was fully nude, I was fully clothed for a while, and I was into it. And then he was like, take off your clothes, and he was like, you're really hot. And then I got more into it. And then he was like, let's go to the bedroom. And I was like, oh, I've definitely been here before.
Oh no.
So when we were done, I was like, so are you having deja vu? And he was like, yeah, we've met before. I recognize you when you messaged me on Sniffies. And I was like, oh, I didn't recognize you until we were in the elevator together because he had to come down and get me.
Oh, God, I hate that.
And then it was like, I actually recognized the architecture and the apartment more than I recognized the man because
everyone's a blur now.
Am that promiscuous. But it was enjoyable and fun. But the role play kind of freaked me out. It was fun in the moment, but then it kind of freaked me out.
What was the role?
It was like dad's son, but it was like too much dad.
Mom's gonna be home soon?
It wasn't. No, it was like, do you want this? This is the that made
you. That's too far.
It was like, and he told me he loved me, and I told him I loved him back.
I mean, I can roll my eyes and make fun of it. It's role play. I mean, you're doing a bit,
but
she's doing a bit. She's doing a bit.
I was hesitant.
I love you. You too.
I love you.
Dad or daddy?
Dad. That's why. It really threw me for a loop. I'm like crying a little bit.
I wouldn't. So that's when you left. You were like, huh.
Yeah, I was like, this is too much.
I'm dirty.
So I went
clean.
and got Chinese food.
That is, what'd you get? Lo mein? I'm all for a shrimp fried rice.
I got chow mein, I got pot stickers, and I got spicy orange chicken.
You're not a crab rangoon.
I love crab rangoon, but they were like cheese wonton. I was like, that's not what I want.
That's not the wording I want.
Right.
I want crab rangoon.
Rangoon!
Rangoon!
All right, here's another
Cameroon!
Hey, Lux, I have a story for you. When I turned 21, I went and
filled up gas in my car, and I got hit on by the gas attendant. 5 hours later, we were in a hotel fucking, and I pissed all over those sheets. Yep. Pissgasm.
Thank you. Is it over? Okay, thank you. When I heard him say pissgasm, it reminded me because I watched a porn where this guy is getting and like as he's getting, I guess it's hitting him in just the right way, he's just peeing. It's just like but out of his boner, which I thought was next to impossible. And it's just little squirts getting all over the sheets and then probably down to the mattress. Unless they had something down. But anyway, it was just getting all over the sheets. And I was like, what the is that? And I had to look it up. And I guess it's if it hits you in a certain way, it can cause urine to come out.
Yeah. When I put this bad boy inside someone, it's a whole wet room. Is that
part of it that turns you on? Because I'm sure for some people it is. They probably drink straight from the fountain.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not into it, but the fact that like their body is going like, like I'm into that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Oh, I didn't tell you.
Poop.
When I was in Mexico, I went to a spa and I got a pedicure,
Slay.
a massage,
Slay.
and then they washed me. Like a Turkish bath where you like lay and they like scrub you down and they like run the faucets and they like dump hot water on you.
Was it good?
It was great. Pampered.
Like fully exfoliated your whole body?
Yeah.
Took some hair with them?
Probably.
I want that.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I should go.
Yeah.
Keep on wanting to go on vacation. The closest I think I'm getting is going to Phoenix.
Good luck. Good luck.
I could probably get a full scrub down in Phoenix.
You can get a scrub down here in LA.
Yeah, but I would rather it be someone that I may not run into later.
Well, if you go to a professional environment, that's what they do.
Next call. I don't want a professional. I want to be at someone's garage. I want a sense of danger.
Hey, I just got done hooking up with someone,
Congrats.
and them doggy style. They got on top and they said, "Hey, I want it doggy style again. I want you to breed me." So bend him over and I look at my and there's a gelatinous piece on it. So I asked, "Hey, did someone you earlier today?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I just wiped it off and kept going. But like, it's someone else. Goodbye.
No, I thought we were done with gelatinous.
I had forgotten about gelatinous piece. Remind me again. Gelatinous piece was from when we were talking about self-lubricating assholes and and when you pulled out someone pulled their arm out or pulled their dick out and they found a small piece of jelly.
It was a caller. It wasn't me. I've never encountered a gelatinous piece. But the conversation was around, I'm fully cleaned out. It's not doo-doo caca. It's not lube. It is like a bodily mucusy something from the body.
The body. It's something from the body.
The body is here.
It's here.
And it's full of
gelatinous
pieces. Not Reese's Pieces, but
gelatinous
pieces. And there was just a little gelatinous piece sitting on the
and it happened again.
Seems like a common theme.
Could it possibly be like a small piece of candy that hasn't fully... Like, because it's made out of, like, Jell-O, which is animal parts and stuff, which is not digestible by the body, right? Doesn't Jell-O kind of come out as it went in?
Not in my experience.
You're not pooping out hard things of Jell-O?
I stuck a whole package of jelly beans up my ass.
And I ain't seen one yet.
All right. Well, I don't know. And I feel like it's rehashing old things to go back and talk about it. So,
what could it be?
Shout out to you.
Thank you for remembering gelatinous piece. Also, the minute he pulled that out, we were in his mind while he was thinking about us for a small
We've been getting
second.
a lot of calls about being in people's dreams.
No more dream calls. Something's up, you know?
You don't like that because
it's motorcycle season. I'm out riding all the time. I don't need to feel like I'm going to die at any minute.
Yeah, except every time we talk about death, you're like, I'm ready. Take me home.
I could go in any minute, but I don't need to know that it's coming.
All right, let's take a break.
And we're back.
Hi. I just wanted to say, whoever told you to change the jingle from 9180 to 9180
Kevin.
is tasteless.
Kevin.
Go back. Bye.
Go back.
Go back.
Go back
to where you came from.
80.
Which is the East Village. I blame Kevin. Kevin, he thought it rhymed. I don't think it rhymed.
That's your friend.
9180. He's got the mustache back.
I know, it happened so fast.
It's crazy, right? And then for him to think that it would be cringe of him to have a mustache. I always find it so interesting when extremely hot people are like, would it be weird if I did this thing that would make me hotter?
Yeah.
They're always like, should I get a bob? Like, yeah.
You're like, I need a mustache. I need a bob. I want you to learn French.
German. German's a second because they're so mean.
I was gonna say German.
I think German's the right way to go.
Mr. Dussel, at your service.
There's a part in that play where he gets a...
He is not that big of a part of the play. There can't be a part. There's only one part, right?
Of that play?
Of Mr. Dussel?
You know there's multiple scenes. No, Mr. Dussel, he's on stage the whole time if you do the play right.
Not if you do the play right.
Maybe I am falling asleep. He got...
Wake up!
Earplugs made out of like cotton and wax, and one got stuck in his ear. And he has to do a whole little dance and jig to like knock it out. That was that's where I kind of stole the show. Took the Diary of Anne Frank and made it about the life of Mr. Dussel in the attic. Next. At least they're not talking about poop.
Oh boy!
Hello, this is Guinevere from Brooklyn, and my question is for Big Dipper.
Okay.
That's one of my old
What
characters.
did Daddy Ray Dalton's penis taste like? How did his fingies feel in your Bucci cat? Did he give you the nut, or did he hold out?
He held out.
Bye-bye.
Based on the way you looked.
I'm gonna
also Guinevere from Brooklyn. I'm almost positive was my American counterpart to Chelsea from Sussex.
I think it is,
and she was a redhead as well.
And
I'm an actress when I'm in a red wig. I'm an actress.
You're an actress all the time. For me, I'm gonna need our listeners to stop assuming that I am hooking up with all.
I'm gonna need you to stop hooking up with them.
All of our guests.
But we know you hooked up with him. There's no way that you didn't.
I didn't. I've never had any sort of sexual interaction with Ray.
But if he offered, you would.
Sure.
But he didn't offer?
No.
Were you in the room when he was being sexual with someone else?
Yeah, I went to his party.
What party?
The party we talked about.
Fornication.
Yeah, that's right.
And how was it?
There was a lot of sex going on. I interacted with other people.
While making eye contact with them?
No, I mean, there were a lot of people at the party.
How many people?
Like, I don't know, 75, 80?
That's a lot of
Well, not everyone.
So he did withhold it from you. So
Not
at the end
from
of the day,
me.
Ray Dalton withheld his and I'm sure it tasted fine.
Why don't you call in and sexualize Meatball a little bit more, huh? I know she wants it.
What would they say?
I don't know.
What'd you do?
Did he titty fuck you and come in your wig?
First of all, I'm not Willem. So no. Is that why she has the 3 so she can get 2 in it?
You need to text her and be like, you need to do a photo shoot where you're getting by 2.
Absolutely.
She would love that.
She would do that.
Yeah.
Ray Dalton could be one of the
Can you just let... So, okay, this brings up a good point.
Oh, you better not point.
This brings up a good point. Just because people either work in the sexual field.
We've talked about this.
Or talk about sexual things in an explicit nature doesn't mean we should always sexualize them.
Exactly.
You asleep?
No, but I think maybe I painted different. 'Cause, like,
you painted like Miss Cracker?
Yeah, like droopy. I did when I did the wings. I was like, they're kind of...
Yeah, your eyes look closed.
Yeah.
Ugh, 45 minutes in and she notices.
Yeah, I feel that way about like Boomer. Like I went out to like a gay party with Boomer one time, and like just the way people interact and talk to him, I was like, oh, he's literally just like a sexual object.
Right.
That is what he is to the outside world.
Right.
So I feel bad for them sometimes, but also it's kind of like, I don't know. Kind of gotta like it, right?
Well, I mean, I think if you're in that field, you have to be prepared to like be sexual for a lot of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're falling asleep.
I just close my eyes. Yeah, I mean, a huge part of your life, and the reason a lot of people know you is because of like your sex, like
your sex.
Your sex. So when they run into you, they're not like, for instance, Boomer. I don't know if this has ever happened, but they're not. Like, their first thought isn't like, "How's your design career going?" They're like, "Who did you recently?"
Or they're like,
yeah, or they're like, "Let me chew on that foreskin a little bit."
Have you interacted with the Kim Petras Nicki Minaj new song?
No, not once. Should we play a clip of it?
Can't.
Why
not anymore. They don't let us play copyrighted music anymore.
I do. Okay, what's it called? I can sing it.
Alone.
All alone. Oh, it's a Kim Petras song, so it's probably like, ooh, ah, alone.
No, it's a cover of Do You Think You're Better Off Alone?
An already famous song?
Yes.
What is happening? I guess samples have always existed. It's just weird when it's a sample of a song that I was alive for when it was first popular.
Now it's not a sample. Now it's not a, hey, we're going to take this guitar riff. Now it's a remake like what they do with movies.
Like the BB Rexas.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally that. La, 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 la.
Which I said before, I was like, the only reason that song is so popular is because it's a catchy tune.
It's an earworm.
And has been for years.
So the record label...
That's the third or fourth iteration of that song.
The record label goes, we will pay all of the money for the original, and then we'll make additional money again. It's like a guaranteed return. And that's why they like remake movies.
I know. They're probably going to remake The Notebook so soon.
I've never seen it. Isn't that wild?
I only think about it now because I just finished watching Jury Duty. I keep burping. Did you, because of the Monster Energy drink, did you watch the last episode where they talked about the production?
Yeah.
The whole time I was watching that, I was like, Dipper's going to love this.
I loved it.
Seeing behind the scenes.
I would love to work on a show like that. That is so exciting and so cool to think about.
Yeah.
And I loved the bailiff, the actress who played the bailiff.
Oh, yeah.
When she finally got to do her interview as herself, full beat.
Yeah, she came in like stunning.
And she was like, oh, you thought I was a bailiff? Baby, I'm an actor.
I'm an actress.
Yes. Okay, here's this one.
Hey, Big Dipper and Meatball. My name is Graham. I called and left a message before this, but go ahead and ignore that one. I'm going to make this one shorter.
Okay.
I'm a long-time listener, many-time caller, but have yet to be featured. But this is the one to feature if you're going to ever put me on your show. I am wondering if either of you two have any advice about being the...
Sorry! No, I'm just kidding. Can you imagine? Graham, I'm with you. Here we go.
Lone gay kid. Currently, I'm 21, almost 22 years old. I've never been in a relationship with a boy. Barely ever kissed a boy outside of a sexual conquest. But that's something that I really yearn for, and I'm the only gay person in my friend group. I'm surrounded by straight people all the time. So right now I'm walking home from the bar because I got tired of all this straight making out and, all that business. So I just was wondering if either of you have ever been in the position where you are the lonely gay kid, and if you have any advice for me to how to deal with that, because it's a position I've been finding myself in almost exclusively lately. Anyway, I was in the 8th grade production of Wicked Jr. at Tuckahoe Middle High School, and I played Fiyero. So I want to leave you with this parting note. Goodbye.
I know there is no Wicked Jr. Otherwise, I would have put on a production myself.
Also, Fierro doesn't sing those notes.
No, he sings
Dancing Through Life.
Down at
And
the
odds
dust.
dust.
Okay.
Okay. Graham. Listen.
Gramberly.
I want to tell you something.
Grambleberry Crunch.
You just turned 21. Baby.
You don't need to know gay people until you turn 21.
That's right. And let's recall that me, generally happy, sex very positive, promiscuous girl, aka Nelly
Wherever
Furtado.
you are.
Yeah, that's right. All of me. I did not lose my virginity till I was 22.
Mm-hmm.
And
there ain't nothing wrong with that.
And I came out in high school, so I was out and just not fucking around. So I would just cut yourself some slack. You are young. It is just getting started.
Hot.
The other thing is, if you're hanging out with all straight people,
there's nothing wrong with that, and that's totally fine.
I can almost guarantee you, though, anytime there's like a romantic thing happening, it's like you're with a bunch of straight people, there's one other gay person, and then they're like, you guys should talk.
Oh, I hate that.
And then you're like, you don't find any chemistry, and then you're like, I can't find someone to date. I'm like, well, are you in a room with 150 gay people and choosing, or you're in a room with 2 other gay people and choosing?
2 other gay people. That's what they just said. They don't know how to meet gay friends.
Do an activity.
Do not, I mean, you can if you want, but there's better ways to do it. Don't start hanging out at gay bars. Although, it's a great option if that's your lifestyle choice. But you could go join a rugby league, join a gay rock climbing.
Trivia.
Soccer, go to a gay bar for trivia.
Dodgeball.
Or bingo. Or, do activities where you're around
Take a pottery
other gay
class.
People. Because also there's, oh my God, pottery. Gay pottery.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Just making.
You saw that one TikTok of the guy who's like, and he like bites the clay.
No.
He makes like a long and it's like spinning and he goes,
I didn't see
it's funny. Do an activity. You'll find your people. And also, being around straight people is so hard for me sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wouldn't put so much pressure on it. I understand that culturally, like, people are like, well, everyone has a partner in high school. You, like, date someone and they're your high school love. And then you have, like, a college thing. And then you probably date one other person and that's who you end up marrying. Like, culturally, people would, like, get married at, like, 24, 25 and have kids right away. I'm like...
Now people aren't getting married until they're, like, mid-30s.
The beautiful thing about a queer identity, in my mind, is that you, like, don't have to live up to any specific standard. And so being this focused and hard on yourself about partnering up and coupling with someone at such a young age...
It's weird.
It's too much. You need to take the pressure off.
I will say I was the same way. When I first moved when I first moved to New York, well, I'd had sex, so that part of our story isn't the same. But I was obsessed.
Well, Grandma's had sex.
I was obsessed with finding a boyfriend to the point where, like,
Why?
I don't.
Why?
No.
Tell me what's in here.
I think because I was like at school with mostly straight people, and they were all kind of like pairing up, like anytime that I would also go on those dates where they'd be like, I have this gay friend. He goes, like, do you want to go on a date with him? And I would. They were all terrible, and we had no chemistry or anything. But it was fun to kind of like date and like talk to people, even if you aren't with like friendly with them. So if people set you up, do that. But my biggest thing was like I would go into every interaction with a man thinking like, how am I gonna make this person my boyfriend? And that puts so much pressure on every interaction
Let that go.
that it ruins any chance of you actually getting a boyfriend or anything. So just go out, have fun, meet people, and like just do it organically. Don't force it.
Yeah. You gotta cut
also,
it some
the
slack.
apps are awful. Like you're not gonna have fun on them. But like if you want to have sex, you can get on there and practice a little.
Yeah.
Don't get a boyfriend until you're 30.
Stay single. Don't you think you're better
You're
off alone?
In the words of Kim Petras and Nicki Minaj, you are. I don't know. I haven't listened. And we're back. Play that camera for me?
Exclusive info. Exclusive info.
There's this brunch in, I want to say Sacramento, somewhere where they do like a full scale production of Wicked, basically. And they have all the costumes from the musical.
Really?
And I'm like, and I think it's just been up and going. Like they do it constantly and it's always Wicked. And I'm like, they're going to have to remake every single costume. She even has the blue petal dress with like the individual rhinestones on it. Like hers is identical to the Broadway production. They're going to have to redo that too.
Life goes on.
I love Glinda's pink dress. Galinda's pink dress.
Galinda.
It's so pretty. I can't wait to see what she looks
Hi,
like.
Flops. My name is Samantha, and I'm so grateful to have the pod on Monday since I'm a Mom Plus subscriber. Anyways, just wanted to brag a little bit. Anyways, I'm in nursing school, and we just had a hip fracture lecture, and it said that 20% of people who've had one before will have another one in like 2 years. And I'm just concerned because every time I see the Instagram, Meatball's always taking a dive at Fat Slut, and I'm just worried. So, anyway, love the pod. Love y'all so much. And also, I wouldn't mind just a video version of the pod, just you two sometimes, not just the guests. But the guests are great too. Okay. Bye. Love ya. Ooh, ah.
Ooh, ah.
Lots to unpack here. I want to remember your name.
Hi, Flops. My name is Samantha.
Samantha. Well, you got your wish.
On Sex and the City.
Here we are, just the two of us doing the pod.
And they killed her off for it just like that.
And they didn't kill her off.
They're acting like she's dead.
She
sent a text.
The UK. She's in a text.
She sent a text. Remember they were
phone.
like, Samantha said,
"No, I know."
There.
Yeah, they killed Big off.
Right at the beginning in the shower too. So crazy.
I know. I wish she was
from a Peloton.
I know.
Cody Rigsby did it. It's crazy that
Samantha,
he's been in this building.
You got
and I didn't get to sniff his balls.
Samantha, you got your wish. We are gonna start doing just the two of us pods. I think
Sometimes,
maybe like once a month, once every other month,
every couple while.
Yeah,
because it's nice to just sit here and talk to you.
Yeah, I love being with my friend who's asleep.
Loose. Let loose. I'm saying loose friendship.
Yeah,
like,
loosely based friendship of
loose.
But Meatball,
Slay.
I think you need to rig up that harness to protect your hip. Get that safety chain going over there.
I do often. I prep my body. Like I know it's probably going to happen, so I don't tense up. I kind of do like what they say for car accidents. It's always the drunk driver that lives because they're so loose.
I think
let loose.
I fear that I have contributed
you did cause at once
to the narrative of
so now it's about you.
It's not about me, but I feel like I have participated in saying it's not a good fat slut unless Meatball falls, which is very much like Groundhog Day, right? It's like unless Meatball falls, it's not a good fat slut. Unless the groundhog sees his shadow, Bill Murray's in a movie or whatever.
Whatever it's called.
And so I fear that I have helped create a lore of you face planning at Fat Slut.
I believe. Oh, you didn't even want to. Was that Scruff? Scruff, Steve. I think that that Fat Slut and like Instagram and what you said, like we've talked about on the podcast, like me falling, has done it. But I've also, let's remember, I fall all the time.
Yeah,
it was before Fat Slut.
Broke your hip.
How I broke my hip, and I rode the scooters and have been hit by cars. I've done a lot. So, and the car accident was after the hip break. So I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm built different, and I'm fine. Don't be type. Look at you answering an email like I'm your mother. I am your mother!
Well, Samantha, we appreciate your support.
And
we're gonna keep Meatball
also,
as safe as
if anyone wants to
possible.
go ahead and start Venmoing me now at Spiciest Meatball for future medical bills, I am going to be saving up. Because it was I remember the first time I broke my hip. and I didn't have insurance.
Now, I just want to think about the way you said that. I remember the first time I broke my
I remember
hip.
my first husband. You know what I mean? Before you murder them.
But are you ready to break another one?
I'm always ready to go.
All right.
I ride a motorcycle. I live life on the edge.
Hi, I'm a reproductive biologist, and I'm just calling because you're mentioning reading a book about eating balls for estrogen. And I just wanted to explain that that isn't science fiction.
Oh, estrogen.
All estrogen is derived from testosterone in a male body and a female body. Testosterone is aromatized by an enzyme called aromatase, and then it becomes estradiol or estrogen. Even the estradiol in a female body begins as testosterone. I hope that helps. Bye.
I hope that helps. Bye. That does make sense.
Yeah.
All estrogen is derived from testosterone. That makes sense.
Yeah. It's like when there's like a baby, when the sperm and the egg, and it's
they
like
don't have nipples.
XX, XY, and then the sperm like makes the decision about is it XX or XY.
And then it always ends up Madam X. She's wearing a little eye patch. You know Madonna?
I am aware of Madonna.
Well, you're just making up science, so I started making up my own.
I'm not making up science. Like an egg has 2 X chromosomes and a sperm has an X and a Y. And when the sperm fertilizes the egg, the result is either XX or XY or like an intersex child.
Which is what, XXY?
Yeah, there's an extra chromosome, and therefore that's where like a hermaphrodite or an intersex child comes from.
Isn't Down syndrome an extra chromosome?
Different type.
Different because there's a million different chromosomes.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in that DNA helix.
Well, you know what I like to do is get some DNA on my helix.
As
because
it seeps
of the
through the sheet.
It
so
seeps
through the sheet. What were you going to say when she
mattress
talked about
bed.
aromatizing?
1, aromatizing. Not the word I thought it would be.
Okay.
You know what I mean? 2, I'm not done. There is a bag of nuts. Follow me on this. And I don't know what the mixture is. And I wanted to bring them in today and I forgot.
Where are they?
But they're at my house. But
are they Latrice Royale's nuts? Remember when she had that nut campaign?
I do.
Get
those nuts away from my face. No, but they taste like balls.
Macadamia
it's a bag.
Nuts?
No. It's a mixed nut. It's like
don't
cashews.
Jesse Jamie.
No. It's a mixed bag. I'm gonna post it on the Instagram story because I have access. And it has like chia seeds all over it, and it's called like a travel mix, and it's all these different nuts, whatever seasoning combination there is. I ate it, and I went, "This is so familiar." And I kept chewing, and I was like, "This tastes weird." And Michael was like, "Yeah, I can't place it, but I've tasted that flavor." And I kept eating, and I go, "It's balls. It tastes like balls."
Is it marketed as such?
No, it's marketed as a healthy snack at Whole Foods. Mixed nuts, chia seeds.
Have you ever been to Erewhon?
Yeah, I used to go to Erewhon all the time, over by the Grove. Back before it was like the thing.
Never been.
They did still used to have, the smoothies are more expensive now, but yeah, I have spent like $12 to $15 on a smoothie over there. The peanut butter and jelly one is so good. They use blueberries for the jelly flavor. Next call.
We're done.
What does a nut taste like to you?
I am not actually a fan of balls. Like when people are like, yeah, my balls, my balls, my balls, my balls. Put these balls in my mouth.
In your mouth.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of
these nuts.
Too much. Like that to me is not really.
That was good.
Thank you.
Do it again?
No.
Do it again. Play the riff.
These nuts.
I'm just like to me, what I want to do.
T-Rex used to say that all the time.
My impulse with a scrotum in front of my face is I want to pop both of them into my mouth like a squirrel.
Has anyone ever been like, lick my eggs? No. Someone said that to me one time.
Eggs?
And I went, your eggs?
No.
Lick my eggs. Whatever. You said I love you too, Dad. So I don't know what's worse. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Sloppy Seconds. You can follow us on Instagram at SloppyPod. You can send us an email at sloppysecondspodcast@gmail.com or call in with your own fuck dog story to 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspod@gmail.com. Now, goodbye.
Love you, Dad.
I hate it. To listen to Sloppy Seconds one day early, ad-free, and to watch our full video episodes, sign up for Mom Plus at mompodcast.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball.
Editing and sound design by
William Pitts. Executive produced by Willem Belli, Alaska Thunderfuck, Big Dipper, and Joe Cilio.
Our artwork was drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey. Hi, it's me, Meatball.
And I'm Big Dipper.
And we want you to subscribe and turn on notifications
so you never miss any of our Mom podcast content right here on YouTube.
Yeah. Gays.